Okay, hello my friends and welcome back to Move with Jasmine. For those of you that I haven't had the opportunity of connecting with yet, hello and welcome. My name is Jasmine and today I'm going to be taking you through a sunset yoga flow in the beautiful country of Bhutan. So I'm currently on travels, have a little bit of free time, and I figured let's, get our YouTube video out there for each of you. My intention for today's class is to give you a beautiful, calming, soothing wind down routine that will really help you improve mobility and flexibility in the body. So with that, we'll get started right away, sitting on the heels, resting the palms down on the lap, gesture of groundedness, or up on the lap, gesture of openness. As you relax here and settle into your practice, taking a moment to relax the shoulders away from the ears. Relax the face, the jaw, the eyebrows. And just begin to notice any noises or sounds in your space or mine. Taking one more full inhale here. On the exhale side, out through the mouth. We'll take one more breath just like that. Inhale through the nose, nice and big. Exhale through the mouth. Complete exhale. When you're ready to do so, gently blink the eyes open and find your tabletop position. Wrists are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. Perhaps you tuck those back toes under to give the feet a stretch. On the inhale, lean slightly forward. And on the exhale, lean slightly back. Warming up the wrists. Inhale as you come forward. Exhale as you come back. Seeing if you can make this motion a little bit more generous as the wrists get warmed up. On the next inhale, find stillness and center. Inhale, reach the right arm high to the sky, open the chest. On the exhale, thread the right arm through under the body just for a moment. Inhale as you rise. Exhale as you release. One more here. Inhale, open. Exhale, release. This time surrender that right ear all the way down to the mat. You can keep that left palm planted. Notice how it feels to press into the mat, getting a deeper stretch, deeper twist. Or invitation if you'd like to lift that left arm up towards the sky and take the left hand behind the back, reaching for that right thigh. Take 2 smooth, conscious breaths here. On the next inhale, if that left arm is behind the back, lift it up towards the thigh. Exhale, plant the left palm down. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, right hand meets the earth, find all fours. Moving through a round of cat-cow. Inhale as you open. Exhale as you round. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. Continue moving through these cat-cows, synchronizing breath and movement. And seeing if you can lead with the tailbone. So the tailbone is the first thing to rise on that inhale. And the first thing to round on that exhale. Twice more. On the next inhale, find neutral tabletop. Inhale, left arm high to the sky. Exhale, thread it through only for a moment. Inhale to rise. Exhale to reach. One more time. And on the exhale, release the left ear to the mat. Stay as you are, pressing through that right palm. Or inhale, right arm comes up and then behind the back. Calm, steady breathing. Pulling that right shoulder nice and back. Inhale, right arm to the sky if it's behind the back. Plant the right palm down. Inhale, lift the left arm up. Exhale, left hand plants down. Tabletop position. Inhale to arch through the back, gaze to the sky. Exhale to round through the spine. Dramaticizing this cat-cow on the inhale, leaning forward as you arch. On the exhale, leaning back as you round. Inhale. And exhale. Moving at your own rhythm and pace as you get the spine nice and warmed up here. On the next inhale, find neutral tabletop. Keep the low body exactly as it is as you walk the hands forward, finding your Anahatasana, gesture of the heart. Puppy pose. Can come up on the fingertips for a deeper stretch in those shoulders. And see if you can send the breath into the heart space, into the heart center. If you're up on the fingertips on the next exhale, release the forearms down. Slide the bum back. Big toes are together. Find a child's pose. You can stay with the arms nice and long or bend through the elbows, taking prayer hands behind the head for a very gentle stretch in those triceps. Take 2 calm breaths here. On the next inhale, lengthen out through the arms and find your way back into a tabletop position. Wrist under the shoulders, knees under the hips, tuck the back toes under your downward facing dog. Take a moment here to pedal the heels one at a time, maybe swaying the hips as you do that. And then find stillness in your down dog. Trying to sink those heels down deeper, shine the sit bones up towards the ceiling, and allow the shoulders to melt towards the mat. On the next inhale, gaze towards the hands, bend through the knees, take some small steps to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, cross the arms as you allow the head to hang heavy. This is a great pose for decompressing the spine. I welcome you to shake the head yes, shake the head no here to release any tension in the neck. Relaxing the face. And then on the next exhale, melt the hands down, bend through the knees, and roll up one vertebrae at a time like a ragdoll. No rush to reach a standing position. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, prayer hands come through to heart center. Release the arms by the sides. Mountain pose, Tadasana. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, step the right foot back, and then the left, finding your high plank position. Lower down, dropping the knees for support if you'd like. Inhale, baby cobra. Pressing the tops of the feet into the mat, keeping elbows glued to side body. Exhale, find your downward facing dog. Inhale, float the right leg high to the sky. Bend through the knee, bring the heel towards the glute. Inhale, straighten the back leg, square the hips, and step the right foot through in between the palms. Drop that back knee down. Inhale as you reach the arms up. Stay here, just breathing with each inhale, lengthening through the arms. And with each exhale, trying to sink a little bit lower through those hips. 2 more breaths. And last one. On the exhale, plant the palms to frame the front right foot. Lengthen out that right leg, finding a half split. You can stay as you are, try and flex a little bit through that right foot for a deeper stretch. With each inhale, find length through the spine. And with each exhale, try and hinge a little bit deeper through those hips. 2 more breaths. On the next inhale, send the weight forward. Once again, low runner's lunge. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, take an interlace of the hands behind the back. Press the hands away from the glutes. An option to tilt the chin slightly up. Another heart opening stretch here. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, plant the palms down. Right away, tuck the back toes under. Send the weight into the left hand as you reach the right arm high to the sky. Easy twist. Stay as you are, or take that right arm behind the back. Back leg is straight and strong. Gaze towards the sky if you can. Inhale, right arm comes up. Exhale, plant the right palm down. And then step towards the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, prayer hands come through to heart center. And mountain pose. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, left foot steps back, and then the right. Drop the knees for support if you wish, and lower all the way to the belly. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Bend through the knee, heel to glute. Stretching out the hip, that right calf. Trying to keep the shoulders squared. Inhale, straighten the back leg, square the hips, step the left foot through in between the palms with control. Back knee comes down. Inhale, arms come up. Stay as you are, using your breath to inhale, lengthen through the arms. Exhale, deepen through that hip flexor stretch. 2 more breaths. Exhale, release the palms down, half split. Staying connected to the breath, pulling the inner thighs together, flexing through the left foot if you can. Inhale, find the low lunge once again. Reach the arms up and take an interlace one finger further than last time behind the back as you press the hands away from the glutes and tilt the chin slightly up. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, plant the palms, lift the back knee up, root through the right palm, left arm lifts, easy twist. Option to take that left arm behind the back. Calm and steady breathing. Inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale, plant the left palm, step to the front of your space. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, prayer hands come through to heart center. Release the arms by the sides, mountain pose. Full sun salutation now. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, step or hop back, move through your chaturanga. Exhale, we meet in downward facing dog. Take a breath in. And a breath out. 2 more. Inhale, gaze towards the hands, bend through the knees, step or hop to the front of your space. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, prayer hands come through to heart center. Release the arms by the sides, your mountain pose. Take a breath in and a breath out. 1 more. On the next inhale, heel toe the feet about hip width distance apart. Heels face in, toes face out. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, send yourself down into Malasana Yogi Squat. Elbows press into the knees, feeling a stretch in those hips as you keep the chest tall, proud, and open, spine long. Stay as you are, maybe begin swaying from side to side. And slowly find stillness in center. Release the arms down behind you and find your way onto the bum. Lengthen out the legs in front of you. Flex through the feet. Plant the palms so the fingertips face forwards. Dandasana. Just sitting and breathing here and noticing how the core will automatically activate. Two more patient breaths. On the next inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, take a twist to the right as you reach both hands towards the right side and lower the chest down towards the earth. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, reach towards the left side and do the same thing. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Just finding synchronization of breath and movement, and finding any degree of twist that feels good for you. This is a great dynamic yoga pose for digestion and detoxification, as it creates a really deep twist in the torso. And one last time on the left side. On the next inhale, meet with the arms at the top. Exhale, fold forward, find a straight-legged, seated forward fold. You can make this rather active by grabbing hold of the feet or the ankles, whatever's in reach. Or you can keep this passive by taking the palms to face up and just allowing the head and neck to round and soften. Listening to your body and whatever your practice is calling for today, whether it's more active or more passive, it does not matter. On the next inhale, slowly make your way into an upright seated position. Inhale, arms come up at the top. And exhale, release the arms by the sides. Take the legs out nice and wide. Wide-legged seated stance. Inhale as you reach the arms up. And exhale as you reach towards the center. Doesn't matter how far you go. If you can touch the chest all the way down towards the mat, that's wonderful. If not, it's totally fine. Just making sure that while you're here, you're leading with the chest and feeling a nice stretch in those inner thighs. Calm and steady breathing. Releasing any tension from places you do not need to be tense. Sometimes we carry tension in the shoulders or in the jaw, in the facial muscles. So just be curious. Where do you tend to create tension during times of discomfort? See if you can walk yourself a little bit deeper for 2 more breaths. On the next inhale, walk the hands in towards the body. Bend the right knee in, finding about a 90-degree angle. And then bring the left arm so that it's in alignment with the left leg. And reach the right arm over the right ear for a side bend to the left. Breathe into the right side body for 2 more breaths. On the next inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, plant the right palm behind you and send the hips up, finding a nice heart opening and hip opening stretch. Breathe into the front side body for 2 more breaths. Maybe finding a hand mudra with that left hand connecting thumb and index finger together. Creating a point of focus for yourself. On the exhale, slowly soften the hips down. And then bring the soles of the feet together, finding a butterfly pose before we head to the opposite side. Pedaling out the knees as you grab hold of the feet. Maybe swaying the neck from side to side, making some little half circles. Find stillness with the chin at the chest and slowly bring the head back through to center. Imagine the feet are like a book. Peel the feet apart like you're opening that book. Drive the elbows down into those legs and send the chest forward for a more humble version of our butterfly pose. With each inhale, lengthening through the spine. And with each exhale, hinging a little bit deeper through those hips. 2 more breaths. On the next inhale, slowly make your way back up to center. Right leg lengthens out. And then right arm comes on the inside of that right leg as you reach left arm over left ear, side bend on the opposite side. Right shoulder is soft away from the ear, and the breath is being sent into those left intercostal muscles, those left ribs. On the next inhale, make your way back through to center. Exhale, drop the left arm behind you. Find that hand mudra, thumb and index finger connect as you send the hips up towards the sky. Breathe here, 1 more breath. And on the exhale, slowly soften the hips down, releasing the hand mudra, and once again bringing the soles of the feet together. Find a little bit more distance between your heels and the core body, the torso, and then once again fold forward. Noticing that this variation with the feet a little bit further will stretch the body in slightly different places. You can stay as you are, or maybe experiment with looping the arms underneath the legs, trying to bind them behind the back if accessible. If you do manage to make it here, you'll notice that the weight of your legs will create a very beautiful stretch in the shoulders and the upper back. Wherever you are, just finding a surrender, releasing any tension in the head and the neck. And finding calm and steady breathing for 2 more breaths. Slowly begin to heel toe the feet apart if you need to create some space to remove the arms. Inhale, reach the arms up and create a little bit of momentum by crossing the legs, leaning the body forward, shooting the legs back. High plank. Lower down for your chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. And exhale, pigeon pose on the right side. Proud pigeon to start. Chest is open. Spine is long. Shoulders are relaxed away from the ears. And then melting forward into your humble pigeon, onto the forearms, or all the way down to the third eye if you'd like. On the next inhale, find your proud pigeon. And then bend through that left leg if you wish, grabbing hold of it with the left ankle as you pull the heel in towards the glute for a deep quad stretch. This is just an option. You're also welcome to hold your proud pigeon. On the next exhale, release that back foot down without a slinging motion. Plant the palms, tuck the back toes under, find a down dog, and immediately lift the left leg up to find your pigeon pose on the opposite side. Same as before, proud pigeon to start. And then on the exhale, you're welcome to hinge through the hips, finding your humble pigeon, either on the forearms, the third eye, or even if you have a block at home, you're welcome to modify by dropping down onto that. Once again, noticing if you're carrying any tension in the body, just finding some softness. Using the breath as a method to relax the muscles, relax the mind. Remember that the breath can be so healing. I like to imagine with each inhale I'm drawing in beautiful, clean, white light energy, and with each exhale I'm releasing any tension from my body. Anything that's no longer serving me. On the next inhale, returning to your proud pigeon. Staying as you are, or taking that modification, that advanced option to grab hold of the back ankle, pulling heel towards glute. Gaze can be behind you. And on the exhale, slowly release the right foot down, plant the palms, and take one more downward facing dog. Walk the feet in towards the hands, baby steps. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Drop the fingertips down. Bend generously through the knees, bringing the thighs parallel to the mat. And seeing if you can maybe even take a balancing pose by bringing prayer hands through to heart center. Even more advanced variation, you can experiment with closing the eyes. If the eyes are closed, slowly begin to open them. Release the palms down by the sides. And make your way all the way into a reclined position. Taking a moment to cactus the arms. Windshield wipe, bring the legs from side to side. And then find stillness in center with the knees. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Make yourself really, really small for just a few seconds. You're welcome to also bring the nose up towards the knees to get even smaller for 3, for 2, and 1. Slowly release the head and neck down and find your way into a final Shavasana. Arms and legs go wide, sort of like a starfish position on your mat. Palms are facing up, feet are so heavy, falling out towards the sides. And then together we'll do a scan of the entire body to make sure we're completely relaxed. Relaxing all the way from the big toes to the baby toes. Relaxing through the soles of the feet, the tops of the feet. Softening through the ankles, the shins, the calves, the knees. Relaxing through the thighs, the hamstrings, the hips. Finding absolute softness in the glutes, in the belly, in the low back, the mid back, in the chest, in the upper back. Relaxing the shoulders. Relaxing the biceps, the triceps, and the elbows. The forearms. The wrists. The palms, the backs of the hands. All the way from the thumbs to the pinky fingers. Relaxing through the neck, the facial muscles, the eyebrows, the jaw, all the way up to the crown of the head. When you're ready to do so, rolling onto the side body. Our right side body is associated with energy, vitality. Left side body, so rolling on the left side, is associated with rest and digest state. So choosing whatever side is speaking to you. Resting the ear on that bottom arm, and then planting that top hand into the mat in front of you. Feel the weight of your body against the mat. Notice how with each exhale you sink a little bit deeper into the earth. And then when you're feeling ready to do so, keeping the eyes closed if you can, make your way into a seated cross-legged position on your mat. You can find a regular cross leg, half lotus, full lotus, and take whatever resting gesture, hand mudra you'd like with the hands. For me, I'll just be resting my palms on my knees. Really find length through the spine. Allow the shoulders to soften. Allow the face to become relaxed, the breath to become smooth and full. During my time in Bhutan, I had the opportunity to connect with a monk who meditated for 3 years, 3 months, 3 days. I sat down with him and I asked him a series of questions. If you know me, you know I'm very, very full of questions. But one of the questions I asked him was, what did you learn or take away from the experience? And his response was, when you strip away all of the noise, it's very, very peaceful inside. So as you sit in this final meditative posture, I encourage you to connect with that peace inside, that anandoham, we call it, calm and peaceful existence within ourselves. You're welcome to stay here for as long as you'd like by pausing the video. If you wish to finalize and wrap up your practice on the inhale, keeping the eyes closed, reach the arms up nice and high. Give yourself a big final stretch. And on the exhale, take prayer hands to the forehead, representation of pure thoughts. Prayer hands to the mouth, pure speech. And prayer hands start sending pure intentions. You can bow your head in appreciation for your body for showing up today and for practicing this sunset yoga practice. And then when you're feeling ready to do so, take the head back through to center, keep the eyes closed, rub the palms together to create some heat, create some energy. Once you feel that warmth, that energy between your palms, place warm palms over top of closed eyes. Feel into the darkness. Feel into that calm and peaceful existence within ourselves. And then with the utmost patience and mindfulness, begin to blink the eyes open behind the palms and peel the palms away from the face to very slowly arrive back into the space and back into this moment. With that, my friends, we are at the end of our time together today. I hope that this practice resonated with you and gave your body exactly what it needed. And I hope that you enjoyed the beautiful sounds and sights of Bhutan. If you ever have the opportunity to visit, it's truly a remarkable and beautiful place with amazing people. I have surely felt inspired on my journeys, and I'm excited to continue making some videos for you on this adventure. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I think a good idea would be for me to show you a little more of the views. So let's go take a look. This is the beautiful Bhutan. These are some of their prayer flags, which are constantly sending out well wishes to all of the people around. Obviously, they have beautiful nature and flowers, among other things, architecture. And that is all. Ciao for now, my friends.